It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Cliff Lee will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Digging in, Ty Cobb. And we are ready for some daytime
Leading
baseball.
off the afternoon for Detroit, the left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
111.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
Back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And he'll get back in standing. Cobb on at first, nobody out. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
Coming to the plate now, Kirk Gibson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. And there's ball 1.
That's inside.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cobb is on his way home. And this one will bounce into the wall. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Next up for Detroit, Miguel Cabrera. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. And he takes ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Next for the Tigers, Pudge Rodriguez. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is up with it. And it's in time to get him. But 1 run is in to score on the play.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Ready now, Will Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 48.
In is Torrey Hunter, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. Now the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Hard hit ball to short. Vizquel brings it in. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Detroit is out in front, 3-0. Jack Morris gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
Digging in now, Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Out of play off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
At the plate, Omar Vizquel. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of him.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
And it's fouled away. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Tigers 3 and the Indians nothing. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. First pitch on its way. Lou Whitaker is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Santana is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 3.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. To third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. First pitch on its way.
Hey.
fouled off. The 0-2 once more is in there. A called strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So here's Tyler Naquin. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Striding in for the Indians, Carlos Santana. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Morris sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Trammell brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kirk Gibson. He'll start things out against Cliff Lee as we get the inning underway.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the pitch. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The third baseman, number 24.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit on the ground to Vizquel at short. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone and set to stand in perhaps the premier backstop of the last 20 years, the veteran Pudge Rodriguez. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Will Bryant is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Pitch out,
2-1.
nothing doing. And the 2-1. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave one, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Domingo Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Domingo.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The catcher, Roberto.
In now for Cleveland, Roberto Perez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Kenny Lofton. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Down.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Kenny Lofton.
Count is 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
That's
And that misses 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Weekly hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Still down 3-0. Now at the plate, Torrey Hunter, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And the pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Hunter is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield, so much in fact it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Into the box now, Lou Whitaker, as he drives a liner to right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. The tag, and he's out going for third. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had to all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
So now to the plate, Ty Cobb. Hit in the air to left field. Santana is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Tigers lead this one 4-0. Leading off the inning, Omar Vizquel, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Popped up, Trammell in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Larry Doby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
He's set, and the pitch. No runs, 3 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Nope.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians leave 1. They're down 4-0. In now, Alan Trammell, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Alan Trammell.
First offering on its way. Fastball well outside.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
In there, 1-1. Sharp ground ball to third. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard a play to make.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we've seen the end this afternoon of Cliff Lee. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Carlos Carrasco will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 59, Carlos. Carrasco.
Stepping in now, Kirk Gibson
1-0.
inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 1-0. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Naquin's going back, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Well,
place.
you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. Ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Count even now at 1-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Naquin's under it, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Pudge Rodriguez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Yeah, you said it, Matt. That was a lot of practice paying off right there. Great footwork, quick release, and an absolute strike down to second. Take notes, kids.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind. So the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Thank you, Heidi. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
So now Carlos Santana, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Morris will take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. This is popped up. Morris over to his left, and that retires the side. Digging in once again, Will Bryant, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Nico Goodrum.
Into the box, Torrey Hunter, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A bullet to first base. Quick step to the bag is not in time for the double play.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, C.J. Cron. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Outside, that's a ball.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A ball and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 5 and the Indians nothing. Nico Goodrum will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Stepping up now, Roberto Perez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
1-1 the count now. Drilled on the ground to short. Trammell grabs it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Kenny Lofton. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Drops one down here and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, shortstop, Omar.
Stepping up to the plate, Omar Vizquel. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Goodrum is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Cleveland.
Striding forward now is the DH, Larry Doby. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Weak grounder down the line at third. The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Seventh inning ready to roll. Now to
Leading
the
off for the
plate,
Tigers,
Lou Whitaker. He'll
the
try
second
to
baseman.
follow up the double in his
Lou
last at-bat with another big
Whitaker.
hit right here.
Yeah, and he certainly got the wheels trying to stretch a double into a triple, but it's sort of a killer to the club when you can't leg it out.
The 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Nope.
Fastball just inside.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That
Now
wasn't
batting,
working, so he just reached
number
back
0.
and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Shortstop, Alan
So 2 outs now here in the
Trammell.
Detroit half of the 7th. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over.
Ladies
3
and
up,
gentlemen,
3 down
please
for
join
Detroit
for the
as they're
traditional
unable to add to their 5-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
Hit back toward the mound. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there.
Now
That's a
batting,
back foot
third
slider.
baseman.
Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
At the plate now, Jose Ramirez pulled toward right center field. Hunter on the run. He gets there, but he missed it. And he is in there.
He's in there.
Well, in
Now
his
batting,
defense, he did have to go a long way to get there, but that's not the problem. The problem is once he arrives, he doesn't catch the dang ball. He knows as well as anybody that he should have brought that one in, and it's going to cost him an error, and we'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
So striding forward now, Tyler Naquin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1 to
Count
start
1-0.
the at-bat. Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Carlos Santana now. No balls and 1 strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes another 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Carlos Santana becomes out number 2 this inning.
Santana.
In now, Domingo Santana, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Second and third, 2 away. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Standing in, Kirk Gibson. He singled his last time up.
Kirk Gibson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
2.
Hit high and deep out to left. Back on it is the left fielder at the track. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And no one will track it down. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A bouncer up the middle. Vizquel scoops it up. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter.
Digging in, Pudge Rodriguez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Austin Romine will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting for the Tigers. Number 9, Austin Romine.
Popped up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Settling in now, Nico Goodrum. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Naquin's under it. And that's the third out. But tack on one more to the Tiger lead thanks to this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Tigers 6 and the Indians nothing. Austin Romine will remain in the game in the number 9 spot and take over at catcher. Striding in, Roberto Perez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Jonathan Scope is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Number 8, Jonathan Scope.
Al Kaline is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field.
Now playing left field, number 6, Al Kaline.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Hit down the line at first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 7.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Kenny Lofton is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Ball, that's off the
Way
plate.
inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Ball
Now a
2.
changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 2-0 on the way. Hit in the air out toward left. Hunter giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now back.
Stepping in, Omar Vizquel. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Morris has his target. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside ball.
Now the 1-0. Hit out toward second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
At the plate, Larry Doby, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And another foul ball. The 1-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Standing in, Torrey Hunter. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! So it's a solo home run for Torrey Hunter. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hitters today have become such great low ball hitters. That's case in point right there. You see him using his lower half to create and get his bat on plane and elevate that low heater.
Nick Whitgren comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron.
Now batting.
This one also hit deep to left field. Racing back the left fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for C.J. Cron. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Now batting.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop.
As
he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Naquin's under it.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
Into the box now, Alcali. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped a base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 9. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And this will be fouled away. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, and now the Indians are down to their final out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Morris into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Last strike now for Cleveland. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
8-0 the final today. The Tigers posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jack Morris earns his first win of the season, striking out 12 in the process. Cliff Lee was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs on 15 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For Cleveland.